What's going on, comic fam? It's your boy, the Bearded Comic Bro, and it is time for another haul video. That's right, if you've been following my Instagram or Twitter this past weekend, Mrs. Bearded and myself, we went down to Lexington Comic Con, got to hang out with some fellow YouTubers, got to meet some fun creators, saw some celebrities, and gang, did we buy some books. So with that being said, let's check out my haul. I know you guys are here for the books, and we're going to hop right into the books here real quick, but you see this as a stack of books, and they're fantastic, and I'm so excited to share with you. But first, one thing that Mrs. Bearded and myself always like to do when we go to cons is to pick up some prints, and gotta show you these prints that we snagged. So look at this bad boy. This is Batgirl watching over the city, Stuart Sager. Awesome artwork. I'll show you some more of Stuart's stuff here in just a little bit. Dude was so knowledgeable about everything when it came to DC and art, and just a blast to talk with. This is going up next to our Wonder Woman print in our girls' hallway, so it's going to be super cool. And then I got some new additions to my studio down here. And gang, you know, I love me some Rocketeer, right? Cliff Secord. This is a print done. This is done by the Bearded Artist. I mean, come on, Bearded Comic Bro, Bearded Artist. Look at that detail. It's fantastic. There's not enough Rocketeer artwork out there. I had to get this. Man, oh man, that was awesome. And gang, that isn't even my favorite print, which shows you this next one, how sweet it is. Again, from the Bearded Artist. Look at this collection of Jokers. You've got Jack Nicholson, you've got your Joaquin Phoenix, you've got Kevin Conroy, you've got Heath Ledger, you got Cesar Romero, and then you got Jared Leto as the Joker card there. Whole bunch of fun details, little things that the Bearded Artist paid tribute to in this frame, in this picture, and it's going to get framed here real soon, and oh my. So gang, I know you now want to see the book, so let's get into what I picked up at the con. Alright gang, I had to move the print, so I had to rearrange, organize a little bit. I only bought one slab, and I'm just going to show you guys right off the bat. It is Wonder Woman number 7. It's a 9.2. This is at George Perez goodness. I love this cover. This has always been a book that I've admired from afar. It's not a super expensive book. You can find it raw, probably pretty affordable. But I basically got this for what it costs a slab of comic book, and I could not be happier to own this. This is the first appearance of the new Cheetah, Dr. Barbara Minerva. It still is a cool book to have in your collection, no matter what you feel how the movie was. Yeah. So then I met some creators. One of the first creators I stopped and talked to, Sean Pryor. He did a series called Force, and it's a football series, and y'all know me. I love football. I love Super Pro. So I gotta see if this could, give Super Pro a run for its money as one of my favorite football comics. I don't know, but Sean Pryor had a lot of cool stuff. Definitely, I'm excited to check out this series. Signed it for me. Really nice, fun guy to talk with. You guys saw the Batgirl print by Stuart Sager. This is one of his covers that he did for the Joker Year of the Villain. I love the style, the paints. He does a lot of mixed media on his artwork. He signed it for this as well. Gave me a certificate of authenticity. But just his Stuart style is so great. I don't care whether you like Joker or not. This is just a beautiful cover to have. Again, talked with him forever. Such a nice person. Would love to have him on the show sometime talking about doing art for comics and things like that. There weren't too many creators. I talked to some others, but I didn't buy a lot of stuff. But gang, the one creator I was most excited for, you saw on Instagram who I got to meet, and that's Matt Kent. And I got him to sign my Berserker number 1. Looks fantastic. He also signed my copy of Bang number 1. Another great series, great read. And one series that people love, one book that people love by Matt Kent more that I hear all the time is Mind Management. I had never read this. Cole from Comic Burrito is a huge fan. He's always talked this up, so I said, I got to get this. And Matt even did a cool sketch in there for me. I mean, how awesome is that? The one of a kind. So excited to read this book and just dig into the world of mind management a little bit more. and just see what he had to do. Really, really cool to get those books signed. And gang, you know I'm not going to a con and I'm not picking up some Batman books. But I realize I threw in some books in here that aren't Batman. So let me get these books out of the way first. This was a Mrs. Bearded find. I know no one else is going to give a rip about this, but this was a huge one for me. This is a King James. It's a Powerade. This came out in 2004. Right, it was a rookie year kind of comic for it with LeBron James. Again, I know I'm one of the few collectors who like sports and comics, but she's like, you need this, right? I was like, yes, I do. So very cool book to have in my collection. Again, this is a book that I've been hunting for a while. This is the first appearance of the Men in Black in comics. Such a cool cover. Not the best condition. It presents well, but the cover definitely needs some love. But man, it still presents really nicely. The Men in Black, first appearance in comics. This is so stinking cool. I love to collect movies and first appearances of comics from movies that were like, oh wait, that was a comic book. Like Men in Black, the first appearance of Mystery Men, which was a Flaming Carrot, I think 15, maybe 16, 17, I forget. But I love those types of comics. Again, very niche, and but it's for me 100%. So then I picked up some smaller Batman books, and I got a couple big boys for me. Not huge books, but they've been ones I've been hunting for a while. So I got some just more filler. Batman 247, the holiday issue. Batman 276. This is just a really cool cover. I love Batman covers are some of my favorite covers. You just can't beat this. Batman 284. Again, nothing, no big keys, no big flash, but I had to get this. Surprisingly, one part of my series I've still missing. I still needed a couple more of the Year One by Frank Miller Batman. I think it was 404 to 407. I got 404, picked up 405. I'll get 406 or 407 soon too. I mean, I see them all the time at shops. I'm kind of like, I'll get them eventually. So I'm gonna get those really soon to complete, because I'm getting really close to having almost all my collection from like 350 up to 713 of my Batman run complete. And you'll see why I have that more and more almost complete in just a little bit. Spoiler! Gang, this is a Detective Comics 583. This is that. Yeah, is this Mignola? Yep, Mignola. This is the first appearance of Scarface. Not a very sought-after book, but this is a good key if you're trying to look for some low-cost Batman key villains. Scarface is bound to pop up eventually in something, but it's not. I mean, you can find it probably 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, depends on what condition you get it in, all around. I had this, but I wanted to pick up another copy because I love Batman villain keys and things like that. So speaking of Batman villain keys, we got Detective Comics number 524. This is the first appearance of Killer Croc. A lot of people say the 357, I think is what it is. But if you watch my video I did on Killer Croc, there's a debate. This technically is the first appearance of Killer Croc, but the 357 goes higher. It was also the first appearance of Jason Todd in that book, but that version of Jason Todd's retconned to now the 408, I think is the Jason Todd first appearance. So again, the 357 is not that expensive anyways, so you might as well get it if you want. But I still need that one, but this was a really cool one to add to it. It's the first time you actually see that he is a Croc. He has Croc-like features, and he's outside of his hat and trench coat. Now we're getting into some big boys, gang. And again, they're not like major, huge, don't like, whoa, but these have been something that I've been hunting for a while, and I'm excited for. First off, this wasn't one I've been hunting for a while, but gang, Batman 111. I've been looking always for low copies of the Batman run 111. This was done in 1957 in October, and this is now officially my oldest Batman book in my collection. I couldn't be happier. It's such a cool cover with the knights and everything on it. Really dig that. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got Batman 386. That's right, gang. This is the first appearance of Black Mask. I love this cover. And one that I needed to fill out my Batman run a little bit. And I said, you know what? I saw it for a good price. I said, I'm going to snatch that up and own it in my collection. Now, probably my favorite pickup of the con. This is one book that I owned as a kid. I know the story. I read the story through and through. If you follow my channel, you know I've been hunting for this book for a couple years to try and find the right price, the right grade, the right quality. And again, you know this because if you follow my channel, because a lot of you tag me when this book comes up for sale, and I just hadn't found the right time to get it. But get kids, gang, I got it finally. I got my Batman 423, the Todd McFarlane cover. Ooh, let's go. Oh, this is going to be so cool to own in my collection. Black Mask and this one have been holding me off of kind of completing. Like I said, I got to get 2 more for the from year 1. I got to get 406 and 407, and I'm still need to pick me up that Batman 635, that Jason Todd Red Hood book. I saw it at the con a lot this week, but it just, the price wasn't right there for me. It wasn't the right hit, so I'm gonna get it eventually. Just I went with this beautiful cover and the Black Mask instead, and the Batman 111 because I had to. And gang, man, really cool experience for me. A collector there had a Batman #1. It was slabbed at an 8.0. It was restored, but I didn't care. And I was staring at it for like 5 minutes just in awe because I'm like, when am I going to get to see a Batman 1 in person? And he just looked at it, you want to hold it? I was like, yes. So as a Batman fan, that was super cool to get to see and hold a Batman 1 in my hand because that'll never be in my collection ever. So that was my pickup from Lexington. A lot of stuff, a lot of money. Not bad, but a lot of money was spent. You know, so we're going to play some Recoup now, maybe, and see what we can get so I can get ready for the next con and get some more books. And with that being said, hopefully you can find some time to curl up, grab a book, and nerd out. Peace.